Welcome to Interested. Today we are going to show you the installation, unboxing and usage of our Interested ProVent ST25 BiPAP machine, which is also called NIV, non-invasive ventilator. So basically when you order this product from us, you are going to receive the entire package in this carton box, and once you open this carton box, you will be having this travel bag. Okay. So generally inside this travel bag, you are going to find the BiPAP unit. This BiPAP unit comes with a detachable humidifier. So this is a BiPAP unit humidifier, and you will find the power card in this particular section. And you are going to see the face mask in this section. And when you unzip, you are going to see the tubing as well as the user manual with extra filters. So let us take each item and I'm going to explain you how to set this up. So first let us take out the ProVent. Okay. So see, this is the front view and this is the back side of the BiPAP machine, and it's very compact. And I'll tell you first of all how to detach the BiPAP machine. You can see a button here. If you are going to press this and pull it out, so this is the main unit. So basically all your ventilation, everything is going to happen from this unit, and this is only for humidification. Those who require humidification, those who have dryness in the throat, they are going to attach this with the BiPAP unit and they are going to take the output from this side. Okay. Next, remove the power adapter, face mask, finally the tubing. User manuals here with the extra filters. I will teach you where to replace and how to dust out the filters. Okay. So first, before we switch on the equipment, I will tell you the components. So you're going to see a screen here, the display screen, where it's going to indicate the settings as well as the therapy data. So this is the rotary dial, and here you can see the start and stop button, and this is the ramp button. And on the side here, you're going to see the output. In case if you are not going to attach this humidifier, you can connect the tubing directly to this output and find it to the mask. So this was free. And finally at the rear side, here we are going to attach the power cable, and here this is only for the USB maintenance that we will take care. If there is any maintenance issue or any software upgradation, we will make use of this port. There is no need for the user to use this port. And finally here is the SD card port. Okay, it comes pre-installed with the 8 GB SD card, and make sure that you are putting it in the correct direction. The SanDisk logo should be facing downwards. It's unidirectional, it will go in one way. Okay, yeah. And finally here you can see the filter housing, and you can just remove this housing, take out the filters and dust it out and put it back inside like once in 2 weeks or once in a month. In case if it's very dirty or very cloggy, then you can replace using your given extra filters. You can change these. Okay, so this is the entire components of this BiPAP is over. Now just make sure whenever you are using the humidifier, all these 4 contact points should be tightly fit. It's basically a heated humidifier. So when you want to use it with the humidifier, just see how I close it. Okay, you are just going to press it firmly until you hear the click sound. That's it. So now BiPAP is with the humidifier, and the output you are going to take it from this part. In case if you want to add water to the humidifier, just press this button. That's all. And out of all the available BiPAPs in the market, this is the only one with a stainless steel humidifier. So it's very easy to clean, and moreover the rate of humidification will be fast because stainless steel is a good conductor. So and here if you see closely, you can check out the contact points, which is used for heating this plate. So once you fill water up to the mark level, see this is the maximum level, very well for throughout the night. If you want to use, even you can use it up to 3/4 of this cup. Place it back firmly inside and finally close this. Okay, so now first let us switch on the BiPAP machine. Let us go through the settings. This is like a standard laptop adapter connected to the main plug. case there's heavy fluctuations in your place, go for a stabilizer. And see the power port, make sure to properly align it. This is also unidirectional. Okay. Yeah. So once we power it up, you can see the entrusted logo coming on the screen. And now it is followed by, once it is inside, you will be able to see the current date and time, which you can later also adjust. And now you can see a settings option and an information option. So first let us go to the settings menu. And as I told you, this is a rotary dial. So in case if you want to go to the right, you are going to rotate it clockwise. If you want to go to the left, you are going to rotate it anti-clockwise. And if you want to select, you are going to press the center button. So first let me go through the settings options. Okay. So the first thing that you see on the BiPAP machine settings is something called a ramp time. So basically, if you are not a respiratory therapist, or if this BiPAP is completely new to you, ramp time is nothing but, say for example, if a patient has an habit of sleeping like 1 hour or 30 minutes once he's into the bed, then you need to keep the ramp time according to his feedback. So ramp time, basically what it does is that slowly it will increase the pressure. Say for example, now we have kept the ramp time at 30, it means that up to 30 minutes the machine will give him slow pressures, so that the user can accommodate to sleep, he can go to deep sleep, and after 30 minutes whatever settings we are going to input, the machine is going to exactly give that output. Okay. And people who sleep immediately once they are on bed, keep this at 0 so that the therapy will be more effective. Next, coming on to the humidifier. In case if you have not at all attached the humidifier, this can be very well at off, or in case if you are going to use the humidifier and have already filled in water, make sure to click this and you can adjust the values from 1 to 5. And depending upon your comfortable level, you can keep it. Generally by default for many of our customers, they like when the humidification is set to 3. Okay. Next, automatic on. So generally automatic on, it's a very fancy option wherein like once it is enabled, the user can automatically give a deep breath into his mask and the machine will start the BiPAP operation. But we do not recommend this one, and we always tell our customers to keep it at off. The main reason is that most of the people are going to use this machine, maybe COPD patient, and for them to give a very large breath before they start the therapy, that may also affect their health. So we suggest to keep that at off, and just you are going to press this button to switch on the mechanism. So it does not make much of a difference. And next, coming automatic off. So this function, in case if the mask is actually not worn properly, or if the user has already taken out his mask, the machine will go to automatic off. So that also we recommend keeping that off only. Why we tell you is that some old people, they may find it very difficult to wear their mask properly in the initial stages. So for them, if they are going to keep this on the on setup, every time they don't wear the mask properly, the machine will go to a switch off position. So we recommend keeping that at off. Okay, next option, cooling down. So cooling down is basically nothing but when you are going to use the humidifier and all night you have used the humidifier, there may be some water droplets or small water moisture in the tubing. So in order to remove that, when cooling down is enabled, generally after the therapy is done, the machine will send slow hot pressurized air throughout the tube so that those excess moisture is removed. This is your discretion. You can keep it at off or on depending upon your humidification settings. Finally, backlight. Backlight, you know very well. If you are going to keep it in auto, once after some time the therapy has started, this will automatically dim. Or if you want it to be completely on throughout the night, you can keep it at on also. Okay. Next, coming out to the language, obviously it's going to be in English. Then filter. Okay. So, see for example, this demo machine already it has been used for 642 hours. So it means that the filter there, if it has not been replaced, it is already there for 642 hours. So depending upon the filter condition, you can, looking at this time, you can change the filter and immediately you can reset this also. In order to reset, just click this button. Automatically the filter gets rechanged. Okay. And if you want, suppose the machine to indicate you to change the filter, you can choose this option and you can keep the filter alert. Say for example, if you want to notify you after 1000 hours or something, you can set that value. Okay, now coming on to the back option. Finally, mask matching. So mask matching is nothing but, say for example, you are going to use the full face mask along with this entire setup, and you want to know whether the mask is attached properly. Once you click this button, so it's asking you, plug the mask and press the standby key to start. So basically what we'll do is that we'll give you high pressure and make sure the straps attached to the back of your neck are firm and tight. Okay. So finally, time and date. In order to get the perfect report from this device, make sure that proper date and time is entered there. Finally, you're going to go to about device. It's going to tell you the model number, serial number, then software version, and etc. Okay. So now we've gone through the entire settings. Now you may have a small question. Okay, where do I keep the IPAP and the EPAP values, and how do I go and change the mode from BiPAP to CPAP and etc. The answer is very simple. It's actually locked. And why we lock is that maybe if there are any small kids or even users who don't know what to do with the proper settings, if they change it, there may be risk involved. That's why always it will be parental lock will be there. So in order to access those settings, be very careful. You need to press this ramp button and the center dial at the same time. Okay. Once it is done, now the clinical menu is unlocked. So here only the main settings are going to come. So first, let us talk about the modes. And by the time if you already looked at our CPAP videos, you'll be very clear that this BiPAP machine has the capability to work as a CPAP, and also it can do the BiPAP mode. So generally there are 5 modes in a BiPAP. It is called manual CPAP, automatic CPAP, BiPAP S mode, which stands for spontaneous, BiPAP T mode, which stands for time mode, and the main default use mode is BiPAP ST mode, which is spontaneous and time mode. Okay. So if you want suppose to change between the modes, just press the center dial and you can change it. So as I told you, CPAP, automatic CPAP, BiPAP S mode, BiPAP ST and BiPAP T. So for the demonstration, I'm going to keep it at BiPAP ST mode. Okay. Now it's asking me the starting pressure. Say for example, if you want the pressure to be starting from 4, you can keep it at 4. And as you clearly know, the machine has the capability to go from 4 to 25. So whatever values you want to keep as starting pressure, you can keep it, or as per the default advice, you can start it at 4. Now coming on to the IPAP and the EPAP values. So IPAP, inspiratory positive airway pressure, expiratory positive airway pressure. Generally the IPAP will be the higher value, and the default settings generally recommended by most of the doctors would be 12 and 6. Okay. Yeah. Now I kept these values, and depending upon the prescription and your patient's need, you can change the IPAP and the EPAP. And generally the difference between these two values is called as a pressure support, and in most of the cases the pressure support will not be more than 10 cm H2O. So pressure unit, it's in centimeter H2O. Respiratory rate, so this RR rate, or you can call it as backup rate, it's nothing but breath per minute. So generally the doctor settings would be somewhere between 12 to 16 breath per minute or respiratory rate, and that also you can ask your doctor or see the prescription and you can keep it. And apart from this IPAP, EPAP and respiratory rate, all these others you can keep it at the default value, which reads as TI, is nothing but inspiratory time, maximum TI, minimum TI, rise time, E sensitive, I sensitive, leakage alert and etc. Just keep everything in the default value, unless and otherwise you are a respiratory therapist or the doctor has given you the clear indications of what this value should be. Okay. So generally when you alter these values, you are going to actually change the I/E ratio, which is inspiratory by expiratory ratio. Whether the patient needs to inhale more or he needs more exhalation for carbon dioxide extraberration, that all depends upon the doctor's advice. So basically when you take a BiPAP, you are going to only change the mode, IPAP, EPAP and the respiratory rates. Okay. So now once everything is done, just click on the back menu, and now in order to start the therapy, you just need to press the start button. Okay. Now I have kept it is on ST mode, and the pressure has already started, and my desired pressure was 12 and 6. So within a couple of seconds it will go there, and see, since I have not connected the tubing and the mask, it is showing me as leak. It's indicating that the output is not being connected properly to the patient. Yeah. Now since I am obstructing here with my finger, it is assuming that the proper air is going to the patient and the leakage is already gone. Okay. So at this port you need to connect the tubing, and at the end of the tubing we are going to connect the mask and attach it properly to the patient. Okay. So now it is on ST mode, pressure going is 12 and 6, the ramp time is at 0, humidification is at 3. In case the user feels that he needs more humidification, even without going to the settings when the machine is running, you can just rotate the dial and increase or decrease the humidification. Okay, and the next thing, in case if you want to find out the real-time data, just press the center dial, and now you see the real-time data. It's showing you how much air is getting leaked, minute volume, inspiratory time, I/E ratio, respiratory rate, and tidal volume. Okay, all these values are displayed on the real-time display. In case if you need continuous patient monitoring, you can make use of this display. Okay, once the therapy is done and you have used it throughout the night or as per the doctor's advice, if you need to switch off or stop the operation, just press this power button again. That's it. Okay, in case while the machine is running, if you are going to press this button, ramp button, the machine will go into ramp mode. That is, it will allow you to relax a little bit for like 10 minutes or something, and whatever the ramp time you are given, it will allow you to relax up to that part, and again the entire operation will start from the beginning. So this is basically about these buttons. Then finally, let us go to the data reading. Okay, now rotate the dial. You can see the I exclamatory mark. This is nothing but information, and compared to all the other models available in the market and the previous generation machines, this machine has a very good advantage. You can check out your AHI, that is apnea hypopnea index, and your snoring index even without removing the SD card. I'll teach you how to do that. Just press this information button. Okay, now first option is asking me period, whether I want data for last night, or if I click this and change it, it's asking me whether I need for 1 week, 1 month, 2 months, 3, 6 and 1 year. So basically up to 1 year data, all the data can be taken from the device itself without even connecting to a computer. So it's showing me the days used. Only 1 day we have used. It's a demo machine, so 1 day out of 365. So it's showing me the how many days I've used it more than 4 hours. It is 0. An average used hours is also 0. AHI, snoring index. So if you are a regular user and you are using it throughout in 2 weeks or 3 weeks, then automatically all these data will start to appear. So that when the doctor asks you how you are doing, or if he needs the treatment information, you can just take a snapshot of this particular screen and you can send it to your doctor. So all the main things that you will require is that whether you have used it more than 4 hours, what is the average used hours, the AHI and the snoring index. Apart from this, the P90. P90 is nothing but the 90th percentile of pressure, the average pressure going to your body. That is the P90. So after P90, it's showing you the leakage, respiratory rate, tidal volume, minute volume, spontaneous trigger. So whatever information required regarding the therapy, everything can be accessed from the screen itself. So basically the main things are AHI and snoring index. These two values can be communicated to your doctor, and based on his earlier report with you, he will advise you whether to increase the pressures or decrease the pressure, and then you can go back and change the settings. Okay, so this is basically about the BiPAP machine, its the settings and how you are going to use it. And finally, if you want a printed report from the data on the SD card, make sure to switch off the device fully. Okay, when it is at the standby state, you can remove the power. Make sure to properly eject the SD card. You're just going to plug it into your system. There will be a DAT file, and you're going to open it with the included software, or if you want the software, you just request us and we will send to you the download link. You're just going to open it like a regular file browser, and you can print your reports. Okay, the same thing, whatever you see it on the screen, you can take it in a A4 paper and you can see it, visit your doctor. So this is basically about the BiPAP machine. And one main thing you need to remember is that whenever you're transporting the BiPAP, make sure that you're detaching the humidifier. Make sure to empty the humidification water daily, and whenever you're transporting, make sure it's fully dry and transport it separately. Or if you're fully thorough that there is no water inside, then you can even attach it and then transport it. So these are the main things to be noted. Just don't transport the machine with the humidifier and the water inside the humidifier. So that may damage the circuit if you are going to tilt it. Okay. So these are the main things. Apart from that, the way to attach the mask, tubing, everything will be taught to you by video call from biomedical engineers. And also check out our CPAP video also. There also we have told you clearly how to attach the mask to your face and what is the proper way to deal with these devices. Thank you.